Hi everyone, my name is Wendy. I'm wearing a mask because I don't have very good teeth, and I'm trying to get you guys not to concentrate on my teeth and concentrate on that I'm trying to tell my family that that I'm autistic, that I just got diagnosed. I think it's about I had my appointment on the 29th of October. So I would say that's when they 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 diagnosed me with it, but I didn't know it until a couple weeks later after they told me on the phone. So I'm going back in January to see the doctor that diagnosed me, and she will explain it more to me. I'm going to have a team. They're going to help me in the things that I have trouble in. And I wanted to say that I feel good that I got diagnosed, but I'm sad that I got diagnosed because I don't like that when I was younger and I was having difficulties, people didn't see that as people didn't see it and help me. If they did see it, they ignored it. And I was good at masking myself. That's what they call it. I sometimes mask myself so well that they thought that I was normal. And I wish that I I wish I had the right people around me that would have noticed that and just got me help. Right now with this stuff, I tried last year to get a therapist or whatever I needed to get help to understand what was wrong with me. And then I couldn't get it. And they were telling me I had to look for the therapist myself. And I was confused. I didn't know how to find the therapist for myself. When they told me the sites to go on, I just got so confused I didn't know how to do it. So what I'm saying to you is that I need for my family and acquaintances, people that might know me, to understand my differences are because of because I'm autistic. And I like to say, when I say I can't do something, it's not that I can't do it. It's just my brain doesn't commute. So I hate when people say, oh, she's lazy, or she's, uh, uh, all the bad things. I can't say it. I'm getting confused because I'm trying to hold in on my emotions so I can say this correctly. I'm trying to let you know that things are hard for me to explain. I'm going to learn how to explain myself better, but I just don't know how to do it yet. I over explain myself sometimes, or I under explain myself because I think I'm saying too much. So I want to let people know that please understand what I'm going through, and be kind to me, and make I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm sounding stupid. I know I'm not supposed to say that word about myself, but I put myself down a lot when I don't know how to correctly say something, and I got to learn to reprogram myself to tell myself that it's okay to not know how to say something because I'm autistic, and I can learn because they'll teach me how to be more easy, how to explain myself without getting confused. And I just want people to know that I feel I feel really, like I said, really sad that I got diagnosed this late, because I could have gotten help and I would have turned out a little bit better than what I am. I have very bad um, communication skills. I have very bad I'm going to just say it like this. I have a hard time, even though I'm married to my husband, Brian, I have difficulties in day-to-day living. And sometimes Brian understands and sometimes he doesn't. And that's why I wanted to get someone to help me so that I can learn how to do day-to-day things, because I know how to do things. Uh, uh, do things. It's just that I know how to do some things, I should say, but uh, sometimes my brain is overthinking it, and then I can't do those things even though I know how to do them. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to say is like just think about what you guys do on a day-to-day basis that to make you a normal person, and imagine what I'm trying to say without trying to say it, because I don't want to be embarrassed that I have to say these things. So what I'm trying to say is that I try my best, and when I say that I try, some people say, "Well, she's not trying." This is what they used to say in the past. They used to say, "Well, she's not trying good enough, because if she tried good enough, she'd be able to do it." And I don't understand why they always said that to me, because I did try. I tried hard. I was always trying hard. I tried so hard that sometimes I would cry myself to sleep because I got so frustrated, and I felt like I was so lost, mentally and physically. It's almost like if you're in a jungle and you can't find your way out. And I'm not talking like a forest or a woods. I'm talking like a jungle with all the animals and stuff. I'm trying to say is that now I'm just walking out of the jungle, and I'm learning how to accept myself. And it's not easy, because like I said, I only just found out that I had this at the beginning of this month, and my appointment was October 29th. And I'm just saying that I need for you guys to keep on giving me encouragements and make me feel good, and help me understand when you hear me on the phone, or you might hear from Brian that I'm not feeling good or something, or that I'm uh, having a bad day or something. Leave me a message that says something positive. I have reinforcements that like affirmations that I used to say, and I haven't said them in a long time. I need to get back to saying them because a long time ago, I used to live in a home in Flagstaff. It was a home for people that had mental or physical handicaps, and I I used to say those affirmations all the time there. And I did when I first got married. I would say them all the time. And then I slacked off. And then that's when my mental status got worse. Oh, yeah, they said I have PSTD and I have major depression. All of that goes with my being autistic. And I don't know if they said that I had this, but I do have sensor issues too. It's to do with noises and to do with uh, like I can't be around a lot of people because if I'm around a lot of people, my sensor overload happens, and then I have to run out of the room, and I don't want to do that because I feel scared. That's why I don't go to church anymore because I felt isolated. Not that you know what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say is I felt out of place. That's what I mean. I felt out of place, and I felt like I was hyperventilating, even though I wasn't, and I had to run out of the room to go home. And when I got home, I would cry myself. I would cry so bad that it was like I didn't know how to calm myself down. So then when I went and I'm trying to say my overload is also smell. When I smell smoke, or I smell too much perfume, or I smell too much air spray that people spray in their homes, I can deal with certain sprays for home, but I can't deal with all of them. And bug spray, I'll give you an example. If someone was to spray uh, bug spray in their house or in their or outside or something, I can smell it weeks after it's already dissipated for other people. I can smell it like maybe a month or two later. And I just I just never told all this stuff to people. And I'm I do the bills. I know I'm rambling. Rambling to me is when I go from one subject to another. I'm saying the stuff about who I am and how you guys can relate to me. I'm saying that I do the bills. I'm good at that because Brian taught me how to do them along with my church taught me when I lived in another state with Brian. Um, the bishop helped me and Brian to make a budget, and um, Brian put me in charge of it, and it was just small. We didn't have very much bills back then, and now that we have a lot of bills now, I've it's gradually gotten to be a lot of bills, but I've learned, and it's very easy, and I stay it the same way because if I do it any other way, I won't be able to do it. So I stay doing the bills the same way that I've done them from the first time I tried to do them, and I do, and it might take me 3 hours to do the bills, and they're like I said, they're not very difficult for a regular person. They could probably have it done in 30 minutes. But I'm a person that goes back 50 times almost and look over my things and see if I did it right. I mean, I'll go over it so much that that I get a headache from it after I'm done, and I'm exhausted. It's almost like if I swam the ocean or something when I'm done. And then and then when then I do I do make my food, but I I have very difficulties um, finding foods that I like eating, and making them making them is easy for me. It's just finding the um, the um, the food that I like that'll make me happy. Like I used to be fat. Well, I was skinny, and then I got fat because I was eating unhealthy and stuff, and I had health issues. So I became I'll say a 85% vegan, because I still eat my yogurt, and I still have eggs, and I still have cheese. But oh yeah, and I still have tuna in pouches. But and once in a great blue moon, I'll have a salmon steak. But that's about it. The rest of it is vegan stuff. And then I have what is it that I have? Oh, I try and do because Brian goes shopping. So, because I can't go to the grocery store because it's too crowded, and I get very confused at the grocery store, and I get very conscious about people staring at me and stuff, and I think they can see right through my soul and see that I'm messed up. So I get frustrated, and the lights and the sound and all that stuff starts bothering me. It's almost like if I'm on a merry-go-round and I'm spinning so fast that I can't get off. So I don't go grocery shopping no more. Brian does it all. And so back to what I'm saying. Um, I'm like I said, I'm 85% vegan, and then I can't. It's not. I don't know if I'm a if gluten is something bad for me or not, but I have went gluten free because I lost a lot of weight from that, and from taking it away, and then I have taken grain out because I know when I was eating a lot of grain, because that was my biggest fault. I ate a lot of grain stuff, and I don't know if I was eating the wrong grains or what, but I was gaining a lot of weight from that. That was what I gained a lot, and I took away um, like pasta and stuff like that, because that was my biggest fault, and I took away like all my favorite foods, like Mexican food. I love Mexican food. That's my favorite of all. And Italian food, that's my favorite too. I have two favorite things: Italian food and Mexican food. Those are my favorite. But I can't have those things specifically anymore unless they're vegan and gluten free and grain free. Oh yeah, and I do drink um um what is it, almond milk now, because it makes me feel better, and I don't have stomach aches, because I used to eat a lot of ice cream and stuff, and I don't do that no more. And I used to drink a lot of regular milk, and it used to give me a stomach ache, or it used to give me like um, uh, a lot of a lot of health issues that I never told my doctor, and um, so I do that, and even though I have my yogurt, and my yogurt is regular milk stuff, I I don't have the problem as much with the yogurt that I did with regular drinking regular milk or having ice cream. So now I just have almond milk, And I like that stuff. That's really good. And I do the unsweetened kind, and it's really good. And then I I can I can do a little bit of other stuff that I'm having frustration remembering everything, because I'm trying to tell you guys things about me. And the one thing that I get scared of, and you should know this, is that uh that when I tell you guys all this, that you're gonna not want to talk to me or ignore me all the time, because I don't talk to people. I have cousins that are on Facebook that I haven't talked to in a while, because I didn't know what to say to them, because I was having problems. And also um um I got confused of what to say, because my life is boring, and I don't go do things because I stay in the house all the time, because I feel scared going outside, because it's a sensor overload. I have all these sensors going off in my brain, and I don't feel comfortable going outside. So I so I so I don't know how to tell these people how I feel. And 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 I don't want to lie and say that, my life is great, um and stuff. So I want to be able to talk to my cousins. I love family. People people on people that I've been reading about, they say that autistic people autistic people don't like don't like being around a lot of people. Well, that's true. I don't like being around a lot of people. But um since I was put in foster home as a teenage no, not actually a teenager. I was almost 13. And since I was put in foster home and I stayed in there until I was 19, I'm trying to say is that I wanted family. I wanted to be able to talk to family, cousins, um, my grandma. My grandma's gone. My aunt's gone. My great grandma's gone. The people that I was close to, well, I wasn't close to my aunt as much as I was my grandma, but or my grandpa. No, my grandpa was Grandpa Johnny, and he was my grandma's second husband. But he was the one that I knew almost all my life. That that was and I considered him my almost like my real grandpa. But the only thing that I'm trying to say is that if if people can leave me a message that are my family all the time, even if I don't respond back, I will if you're on Facebook, I will put a thumbs up or a heart or something saying that I read it. Even though I can't respond back sometimes, I can at least show you that I read your message, and that that I that I that I feel like thank you for acknowledging me and understanding that I'm maybe different than you. I wish that I could have people come and see me. I don't have nobody to come see me. I don't have a very good good my living space doesn't look normal than you guys. It might look messed up to you guys, but I need for you to know that I would meet you somewhere else, and and I would, I would, Brian would take me somewhere else and meet you, even if it's like if you live here in Oregon, I'll go. Brian will probably take me to go see you at your place or something, or if you was to come here and you was to want to meet at a park or meet somewhere. I don't understand where, but somewhere that I could feel like you don't have to see my mess in my home, and you don't have to see my uh see me. I'm trying to say is that I want you to see me. I want you to actually see me and see me for me being autistic and learning about myself now and having sensor overloads and understanding myself and sounding like a rambled person. Right now, what's going through my head right this second is that I'm an idiot for making this video. I'm a very stupid idiot. I'm putting myself down. But I need for you guys to hear this, because if you can't hear this, then I won't be able to ever tell you guys. I wanted to be able to go to where my aunts, where my grandma's parents, my grandparent. I'm trying to say this. My great grandpa, my great grandma on my dad's side, on my grandma Rosalie's, Rosalie Copus's side. I'm trying to say is that I would have liked to. I do genealogy, and I would have loved to have gone to places that like Texas, because that's where some of my family's from, Texas, and I would have liked to have gone places that my mom's side's from, Utah, Idaho, Pennsylvania. I I've been wanting to do all this stuff because I feel that I am good at I am I am good at what I'm trying to say is I'm good at losing myself into genealogy. I'm not saying I'm good at genealogy. I probably messed it up. I don't know. All I know is that I would like to be able to be courage enough to travel and go these places where my families have lived and learn about, by stepping on the places that they lived and seeing where they lived. I still got family living in those places that I named off, and I want to be able to see them, but I haven't been able to get the courage enough to even do it. Even the finances is not good enough to do it right now. But the ideal of it is, if I did have the finances, mentally it would be hard for me to do it. But I just hope that you guys can understand this might be a rambling stuff, but please, people, understand that I'm not doing this video for you guys to poke fun of me for rambling. I need for you guys to understand that I'm doing this video because I'm trying to get people to understand what I'm going through. And if you guys can help me by giving me encouragement and giving me, like I said, encouragement. That's mostly what I'm trying to say. And what I'm trying to say is that I need for you guys to bear with me and understand that I have tough times, and I'm gonna get the help. I got a team that's gonna help me, and I want you guys to understand. If I don't talk to you, I'm not trying to avoid you. I'm just trying to get through what I'm getting through. And I just want to say I love everybody. I love you all. And I would like to hear from you guys, even if it's a message on Facebook. Thank you. Love, Wendy. Bye.